thinking of an elephant. Am I mind reading? No, I'm just doing algebra. What is algebra? Why do students study algebra? What do they study in algebra?
Yeah.
So that you have to multiply this with this, and then the plus sign comes in the middle. So Miss, then
We just do that next step.
so then that will be a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4.
So on the basis of what you got this, like
With
what
the
is it
simple
that you know
multiplication.
already because of which you are saying this?
Huh?
I mean, on what basis did you say that
Multiplication
this way?
rule, which I was
Multiplication rule.
Yeah,
Can you
that
show
when
it
you
with
open a bracket, you multiply the thing with the bracket with whatever is outside the bracket.
It is seen that a quick transition from concrete, that is arithmetic, to abstract, that is algebra, causes students to do such inappropriate transformations using rules that they learn in a wrong way.
No, but because a4 plus b4 means if we expand a plus b whole 4 will come d, ma'am. a4 plus 2a square b square plus b4. Yes, no. Because when we do let us take a plus b whole square, then we do a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if we do a plus b the whole power 4 will come d, ma'am. a4 plus 2a square b square plus b4.
And we've learned in a formula when it's a plus b into a plus b, when it's a plus b into a plus b, the formula which we get is we square the first letter, which is a, so we get a square plus 2 into ab without any square plus the last letter, which is the last the alphabet, which is b or the number, so then we get b square, whereas here it's double. There we're taking only it twice as a square plus b, a plus b into another a plus b, while here we're taking it 4 times, so it's going to be a plus b plus a plus into a plus b into a plus b 4 times. So then obviously the a will be raised to 4 because it's double, which first it's coming to a square. The next will be it will be 2, and before it's come before the before one is 2ab, but now because we have 4, it will be double and it will come to a raised to 2 and b raised to 2, and it will be plus b raised to 4. Double same as a raised to 4 in the first.
Yes, ma'am. If a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, if 4 is a multiple of 2, it obviously becomes a to the power of 4. And then in case of whole square, it's 2ab. So here it becomes 2a square b square. And over there it was b square. So if 4 is a multiple of 2, then obviously it should be b to the power of 4.
It should be a4 plus 4a square b square plus b raised to 4. Because she was doubling the formula. She was doubling the formula.
Just explain what you did to say that.
See, when she used a plus b square, okay, she doubled everything. Now for a plus b raised to 4, she doubled everything. But she forgot to double the 2. Yeah. So that's 4. So if we put a 4 over there, then it becomes correct.
A lot of students are going for this option. What they're doing in here is that they're generalizing a plus b raised to 2, the formula that they learned in school, for the a plus b raised to 4 case. They are using a very advanced but incorrect reasoning for generalizing the formula. Even while they are using this formula so confidently, what they understand of this formula is a completely different story. For them, a formula is a magic which helps them expand or shrink things.
Ma'am, like when we are shrinking, ma'am, ultimately we are writing a squared plus b squared. We are not putting the plus 2ab. So ma'am, in that case, ma'am,
you're writing a square plus b square as?
Ma'am, a squared and b squared, ma'am, if like ma'am, a plus b, ma'am, whole squared, ma'am, if they are expanded, ma'am, they'll ultimately give us an answer of ma'am a squared, ma'am, plus b squared and plus 2ab. So ma'am, when we shrink it, ma'am, again we get ma'am a plus b whole squared. So ma'am, so suppose if we shrink ma'am option D, ma'am, to a squared b squared, ma'am, then even ma'am we should get a4 plus ma'am 8 plus b whole squared.
Okay. See. How many of you feel B is the answer? Or is one of the answers? You feel B is one of the answers? Yeah, what is? Anyone else? No? Does anyone agree with her now? You agree with her? Why don't you agree with her?
I don't think that the answer is right.
What the responses to the a plus b whole to the power 4 question shows us is that students understand the standard form of expressions quite well, but often without any understanding of what they really mean. According to researchers, this could happen if there is too much tendency to stress on the calculation processes in the classroom rather than the relational or structural aspects of algebra. This can make students passively accept rules and formulae without any control of the meaning conveyed by these rules. So what we need to examine is whether there is a gap between what really needs to be learnt in algebra and what is being learnt currently. What do you think is common between creating models of nerve cell functioning, studying human behavior in complex decision-making situations, devising queuing systems at an airport or the telephone exchange, and performing mind-reading tricks on stage? It's algebra. Algebra or algebraic thinking is one of the most powerful mathematical tools that can help us make predictions, generalizations, and take decisions in life. So that's why it's so important that the correct aspects of algebra are stressed in the early stages of algebra education, so that algebra can truly empower the kids later on in life.
What we saw in the student responses over the last few minutes was that students have certain mental models, ways of thinking about the world, certain ideas, and clearly these ideas are not what we intended to pass on to them as teachers or interested adults. These are ideas children have found by actively trying to make sense of what they are seeing around them or what has been taught. What is however important to understand here is that the instinctual reaction of adults or teachers when they see these kind of responses is to say that let me explain this again, let me explain this more clearly, 2 times if not thrice. This is bound to fail. So what we find is that it's extremely important for a teacher to listen first, find out what is already on the child's mind, to then help the child to review the correctness of this idea, weigh it against other ways of thinking, other mental models, to really be able to say that no, this didn't work and this is a better way of looking at things. And our hope is that teachers start doing this based on seeing films like this. You have seen just one concept, but there are several such ideas across class levels, across topics. And this is our hope, that teachers will become active listeners and we will have a chance to teach our children better.